neglecting the conditions of his repairing tools. Therefore, when we have health, it means that we also have the wealth, and this is kind of like this is flourish the fact that with the wealth is of no use in the absence of good health. Moreover, health can help us to expand. Health is a treasure that provides us with an extra lifespan. We can't deny the fact that being prosperous might get the standard life in the frame years, but in a long period, the effort made to maintain a healthy lifestyle in the absence of disease might provide us with the opportunities to be with the opportunities to expand the property and the intellectual ability as well. Therefore, when we have health, it means that wealth will always come along, and the longevities of property will always be beside, as we have a longer lifespan, and that we will have a better life. In conclusions, I believe that health is a priority that might go over everything, and therefore, what we need to do is we have to concern about our health and put our health to be the priority of everything. That we must have attention and have attention to take the health as everything, that above even the budget.
Right, thank you.
Hey, okay. So would you rather be healthy or rich?
I probably say that I'm really aware of being healthy. So I would choose to be healthy beyond of wealth. As a student, I don't have the economy to be on my own. So maybe wealth is depend on my parents. But my really thing that I need to concern now is about my health, that I have to have a better health for a lighter future. Therefore, I can be prosperous in frame years.
Okay, why is it important to you to be healthy?
Well, it's definitely important. As I mentioned, health, I believe that health is wealth. Is that when we have the health, we can expand the prosperity and the intellectual ability as well. Therefore, when I have health, it means that wealth will always come along, and this will lead to an infections. That health is always the top concern for me to prolong my life, and as well as my life extensions. And when we have a healthy lifestyle, it means that we have extended life expansions, and therefore we take the economy and our budgets on a new level based on the experience that we have in the past.
Hey, good job. Any other questions?
Okay, I have some questions for you. So do you consider yourself to be healthy, and why?
I probably say that I am very aware of being healthy, and I would love to eat the green vegetable, which will include vitamin C and some kind of nutritious thing that will boost my immune system, as well as it help me to stay away from disease. And an apple a day keep the doctor away. So each morning I will take an apple as my breakfast, and with those appropriate diet. But to be honest, as a student, sometimes I would prefer to take away because they are really convenient and save a lot of time. Therefore, I can invest those time for those necessary things.
Okay, so according to you, health is very important. What do you think about the healthcare system in Vietnam?
To be honest, the healthcare in Vietnam is quite ancient. You know, we don't really have the Western remedy, but the natural remedy in the East is still be the predominant for the resident. But the healthcare in Vietnam are more likely to look at the age group, like the older or the youngster, or even the injury, like any other country. But the system is not really improved. But we can still use it.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, Mai.
Thank you, teacher. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
I will leave now, right?
Yeah, you can leave now.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello, Mai.
Hello, teachers. Nice to meet you.
Hey, you too.
Mai, I cannot see your camera 3.
Oh, sorry, with camera.
Yeah.
Xin nhờ bộ phận kỹ thuật bật cam số 3 của thí sinh 008 lên.
Thầy ơi, cam số 3 chưa được vào phòng ạ. Vẫn đang ở phòng chờ.
Rồi xin mời các cô đi ra khỏi phòng ạ. Đấy, em chọn một số trên màn hình.
Em chọn số 6.
Nhờ cô kỹ thuật viên ra khỏi phòng đi ạ.
Cô ơi, cô đi ra ngoài.
Okay, so your topic is number 3, and you are going to talk about women. All right. You have 3 minutes to talk about it. Let's start.
Individuals debate that although dominance of women in leadership is more prominent than the leadership of the male, but I disagree with that statement. And my explanation will be expressed in my speech today. Firstly, the initial reasons I support these ideas is that although the male is less affected by the emotions, many scientists believe that the emotions of the male cortex is less active. Therefore, they are right to mental stability, leading to our ability to make their stable or their rational decisions. I can take the series of the debate, a presentation of debates in US as an example. White men build arguments on regulations, but the women only focus on the forward to the raising awareness of aggressive arguments or the aggressive language toward the fellow female professionals and themselves. These are indicators of the emotion taking control. Secondly, I can point out that though I can. It's also be points out that the females the limit stress females the limits in the stress coping capacity is not as good as the male. Many scientists point out that the male's physical in stress coping is not as good as the male, and moreover, many challenging and prolonged discussions or some problems need the equally cognitive clarity that the female's abilities highly to cope with. Furthermore, so that we can witness in our life the men's outnumber of the women in the leadership positions. In the main case, histories men's the majorities of leadership positions is often the men, and is proof that men can do better than the women. In short, is very suitable for men to leaders and to become the leader to become a prime minister than the women. Thank you for listening.
All right, thank you.
Hey, good job. What do you think, or how do you think the world would be different if there were more female leaders?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
How do you think the world would be different if there were more female leaders?
I always say that it is suitable for more suitable for the men to do the leadership, but women now can take charge on the positions as the men. They can have freedom to take part in any political projections. They can do that, but sometimes they are not as a high risk taker than the men. So if they do more, I think it's very normal, and I think it will be encouraged for the women to responsibility to be responsible for that position.
Hey, good. And do you think there will be a female leader in Vietnam?
Oh yes, of course we can witness in many political projections or in the news every day. We see many women leadership like the prime ministers or in the politics. I can take the Nguyễn Thị Kim Ngân as an example. She's an idol in my life. He can lead the politics as well as all the aspects of my countries in the right way. She inspires and motivates all the fellows, or as well as she's also fight for the women's rights in my country.
Okay, good. Any more questions?
Okay. So is there any jobs that women can do better than men? Vice presidents.
Actually, I don't think so. Not really that our societies is moving forward to the industrialization and integration. There's no gender equalities in our societies. So I think it's professional will be fit for any talent with gender. Both male and female can take charge of that jobs. Many people say that being the firefighters is not suitable for the women because it's more like more dangerous for them, and women are not be able to do that. But many women now can do, and it proves that any occupation can fit for any gender.
All right, thank you.
Hey, good job. Thank you and goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, teachers, and thank you for your time. Thank you for listening.
Hey, no problem. Goodbye.
Good afternoon.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. What about you?
Hey, I'm good too, thank you. Would you like to choose a number?
Well, I would like to choose number 4.
Yeah, okay.
Xin nhờ bộ phận kỹ thuật bật cam số 2 của số danh
Theo
sách
ơi.
2.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. Theo ơi. Thầy bật cam số 2.
Được rồi ạ, cảm ơn thầy ạ. Xin mời thầy ra cửa phòng.
All right, so choose a number on the screen.
I choose number 4.
Chọn nha, 4 ạ. Okay, so topic 6, you are going to talk about natural disasters. And you have 3 minutes to present, okay? Let's start.
Good afternoon. My name is Chính and I am from Luyện High School for the Gifted. Today, I'm very pleasure to be here and talk about this topic number 6. So in the 21st century, humans have witnessed some natural calamities, and inevitably they have lived so many consequences, especially on the economic growth. Well, first, these natural disasters damage infrastructure and they destroy access within some geographic areas. For example, we have droughts which can damage farmers' crops, and this put financial constraint on their families. Or floods also, damage the infrastructures, washing away roads and bridges and factories. This also causes some a stop. This causes a stop in manufacture in the areas, and it takes tons of money to recover from these natural calamities. A notable example is like in central Vietnam, there are so many floods and coupled with landslides, they just kill thousands of people and damage so many buildings, including houses, schools, and factories. The second impact is like on the recovery effort, because after these disasters, governments have to spend millions of dollars on reconstruction of buildings, and they have to divert funds for people who are from the suffered areas. Just like after powerful storms, we have to donate and divert money from other projects to help the sufferers, providing them with accommodation, food, and clothes, any necessities they might like. So this also causes some, this hinder the production elsewhere in the country because there is not enough capital to run projects or to run other factories. And investors would like to move the production away from the suffered areas because they don't want to go through such costly expenses, and the poor will just remain poor. In conclusion, I would say that the natural calamities have dreadful impacts on the economy. So it is really beneficial and it is urgent for us to take measures to prevent these disasters from happening. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Hey, good job. What measures can Vietnam do to prevent such disasters?
Oh, well, so we know that it is really hard to combat these disasters. So the best way we can do is to avoid these disasters by, reduce some global warming, because Vietnam is witnessing so many natural calamities like storms and landslides, and they are just results from human activities. So it is urgent for factories and even farmers to take to follow the instructions of the government to not, they should not dump waste or release smokes and harmful chemicals to the environment so that they can protect the ecosystem. And they should also, build some, they should devise some programs to help people to evacuate people from the suffered areas just in time and forecast the weather more correctly.
Hey, good answer. Any more questions?
Yeah. So you said that
we need to stop climate change in order to prevent these disasters. But that's a very long way there to stop climate change. Do you think that there are any other measures we have to take before people get injured?
Oh, so excuse me, did you mean that besides stopping global warming, we need other measures, right?
Yeah, we need quicker measures, you know.
Of course. It is really good for us to prevent global warming, and it may take a long period of time. So in case there are emergencies, we should, I have just mentioned that we need programs to, first we have to make better weather predictions, and then we should have, evacuation programs, and then other donations or policies to help people from suffered areas. And the government should also pay more attention to the recovery efforts, because making recovery from such calamities is just so costly and it takes time, and we need to concentrate more resources in this stage because they are very beneficial to stabilize people's life.
Okay, thanks.
All right, one more question for you. So in your presentation, you mentioned some natural disaster like storm or drought, flood, right? So according to you, between natural disaster and man-made disaster, which one is more dangerous and why?
Well, I think it still depends, because many natural disasters are just the results of human activities, like factories dumping waste and pollutants to the environment. And these natural disasters also cause man-made disasters. For example, in Japan, there used to be an earthquake in, well, I can remember, in Tsushima or like that. It caused a explosion in a nuclear factory, and that caused a nuclear explosion, and it just affected the whole area. So what we want to prevent natural disasters first, and then we can help reduce the man-made disasters, because usually natural disasters are very destructive and they can lead to very powerful artificial calamities.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you. Thank you, Chính. You can leave now.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye. Good job.
Tiếp theo xin mời số danh khung 18 chuẩn bị. Xin mời em bật micro và bật chọn một số trên màn hình.
Good afternoon. Well, I'm going to choose number 14.
14, right?
Yes.
14. Okay, prevention is better than cure. Okay, so 3 minutes for you. Let's start.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is THqədNG, and so glad to be here to share my thought with you guys. Well, I totally agree with the prevention is better than cure. This statement can be understood that it is better to stop a problem or illness from happening than to deal with its consequences later. Well, it is so meaningful in terms of health. First of all, prevention can help us to save money because it's cheaper and it costs less money and as well as effort and time for us. We all know that there's so many ailments that require enormous amount of money to cure, for example, like cancer. So definitely prevention is better than cure. And also increasing human education is help us to have a healthy health, which is also important in COVID-19, for example. Human health can be prepared, and that you can face disease easily. For example, in COVID-19, if one person have prepare for himself better, like they do exercise on the regular basis, or like having a balanced diet, then that person will have more ability to fight against the disease, right? So this proverb is also meaningful in other aspects of life, not only just health, which is in terms of deadline. Wise people always try to work hard before the given time limit, so they can avoid the problems may occur in the process of working. For example, like students, they prepare well for the exam, so then they can find it easy to pass and can pass it with flying colors. In conclusion, I believe that prevention is always better than cure. Thanks for your listening.
All right, thank you.
Very good.
Questions?
What do you think are some of the most important things to prevent in life?
Pardon, can you rephrase your questions?
Yeah, sure. What do you think are some of the most important things to prevent from happening in your life?
Pardon, it's kind of hard to hear what you say. Can you repeat it once again?
Yeah, sure. What do you think are the most important things to prevent from happening in your life?
Well, in my opinion, the most crucial things to prevent in my life is, of course, a disease, especially in the midst of COVID-19. Health is really, like the thing we need to protect. So, like coronavirus is so dangerous. So I think that at the moment, the thing we need to prevent is virus.
Okay. Any other questions?
Okay, so how can you prevent yourself from COVID-19?
Well, first of all, I always try to have a balanced diet, which include more vegetable, and so that I can improve my immune system. Also, I do exercise on a regular basis so that I can have a stronger health.
Okay, Bob, do you have any questions?
No, sorry.
Okay, one more question for you. So in your presentation, you mentioned another case of prevention is better than cure. It is study, right? So besides disease and study, in what cases prevention is better than cure?
Oh, well, there's kind of difficult questions. Well, I think
do you think that in some fields like economy, we can have to follow this proverb?
Yes, definitely. For example, in terms of economy, we can prevent the poverty by employing more people, or like create more opportunity for people, so that we can alleviate the poverty. It is better than deal with poverty later.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for listening.
Hey, goodbye.
Bye. Trang 1 chưa thấy xuất hiện hay sao? Hello, Giang.
Hello, my name is Giang and I'm from Luyện High School. Today it's my honor to be here.
Okay, so choose a number on the screen.
Well, I will choose number 18.
18. Okay, so you have 3 minutes to talk about children reality shows. Let's start.
Well, let me start off by saying that psychiatrist Holly Beck, in her article in Harvard Medical School publication, she once said that the importance to be aware of the values and the messages that the reality shows often portray. And she said that it is essential to be aware of what our children are watching because and so that we can teach and process them to recognize the skewed values of the television reality. This is tricky because the programming often deceive viewers into believe their tricks and mislead into their lives. Well, for me, is although that reality television would offer the opportunity for children to perform alongside a huge platform and acquaint them with the industry, I think that it is the reality show that should be banned because for several reasons that I will explain in this presentation. First of all, I think that childhood is a stage of life that countenances the enjoyment and pleasure, focusing on the education as well as healthy nutrition to make them stronger to face the world when they grow up. But we cannot deny the fact that television reality has the shifting trends have provided them to vie for competition, not only to demonstrate their talents, but also earn them the popularity and the money. However, the pressure to perform on stage sucks their life too soon. Well, imitating acts of several television reality has suggested that they have witnessed as some children as young as 5 or 6, and I think this is detrimental because it will affect the mental development because they were too young and not mature enough to come up against the judges, the criticism from the judges, or handle rejections. And what is more, and I think that parents should pay more attention to their children and occupy such an important role every stage of in their life. Sometimes maybe parents don't realize that because the children are like white paper and they can imitate anything that they learn from internet. Various activist movements start watching complaints against various channels for exploitation of the children and akin to child labor. And I think that because the craze of TV reality may have caught on, but the pressure should be, the stress should be laid on how to protect and provide them sound education instead of subjecting them to mental and physical health. That is all about my presentation. Thank you for listening.
All right.
Good job. Would you want to be on reality TV?
Well, I would support my speech, so my answer is no. First of all, I think that this is because what I choose is focus on the academics as well as the education. So basically, well, at least at the present, I want to focus on my studying as well as the relationship with my friends, rather than the popularity or the money that I earn from television reality.
Hey, okay. Do you think all reality TV should be banned or only for children and students?
I think that just only for children because I would think that even though like television reality may give them the opportunity to improve their confidence after each competition, But I think that it is time, more importantly, to devote ourselves to studying that will benefit, conspicuously benefit the future more than anything else besides like having fun or parties with others. And I think that other reality show, sometimes they don't reflect the truth, but as an adult, maybe adult realize that whereas children haven't been mature enough to recognize that. So my answer is just only children reality shows.
Mhm.
Hey, good. No more questions from me.
Mhm. Okay, I have two questions for you. So in your presentation, you just mentioned the disadvantages of reality show, right? What about the advantages?
Well, actually, I can name some advantages of reality shows, but I will not support these advantages. First of all, it will increase the revenue for the shows. Of course, because nowadays children are so addicted to technological devices, and the parents also allow them to do that. Therefore, I think that these reality shows will like attract a lot of attention from other children from the same age. And nowadays, the more they engage themselves in this kind of reality television, the more views that the shows will increase, and therefore the revenue will steadily steadily goes up. And one more advantage, I think that it may to some extent give the children to have some extracurricular activities like social skills, how to communicate with others, make them more intelligent in having conversation with other people in just besides just only their friends.
All right. So do you think that children reality show is a good way to discover and develop children's talent?
Can you repeat the question?
Do you think that children reality show is a good way to discover and develop children's talent?
Well, I think yes, because even though that I have named some disadvantages, but I think that since they engage themselves and become involved with this competition, well, they will have more chances to show off their talents, even though maybe they got rejections or criticism from the judges. But I think that are the comments and feedbacks for them to like enhance their talent. And somehow in the future, if they still want to be a part of it in the future, they can try again, like have another opportunities, because I believe that opportunities vary and modify. We will never get rid of the opportunities.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You can leave now, Sang.
Anh hỏi chưa? Xin mời số danh 020 chuẩn bị. Xin nhờ bộ phận kỹ thuật bật cả cam số 2, cam số 3 lên ạ.
Bật đấy rồi.
Nhờ bộ phận kỹ thuật bật cam số 2, cam số 3 lên ạ.
Thầy có nghe thấy em nói gì không ạ?
Có nghe rõ, nhưng mà cam thì chưa được bật. Cam số 2 quay lên trên một chút Thành nhá. Nhà bộ phận kỹ thuật khẩn trương lên và ra khỏi phòng. Mời em chọn một số trên màn hình.
Được rồi ạ.
Hello, Giang.
Hello.
Okay, so choose the number.
Yeah, I choose the number 23.
Okay, so you are going to talk about the topic whether students should be allowed to judge teachers, and you have 3 minutes to present. Okay, let's start.
Yes, yes. Good morning, everyone, and let me introduce myself first. My name is Nguyễn Giang, and I'm a student of Mỹ-Tho High School, and today I will bring the topic: should students be allowed to judge my teachers? School life is like a memorable time of a student. So in my opinion, students should be strongly encouraged to be allowed to judge teachers by some following reasons. The first reason I want to mention is that by judging teachers, students will feel they are respected in their school, and so that they will feel motivated and study more seriously, so that their result will increase dramatically. The second reason the second reason is that teachers being judged will realize their mistakes, and so that their lesson will be more qualified, and student will study better. And finally, I think that students judging teachers will like I mean that the relationship between teachers and students will be closer, and so that we will make a good memories with each other. Yeah, that is my opinion about this topic. Thank you for listening.
All right, thank you. Any questions for her?
Yeah. So you talked a lot about the advantages of students judging their teachers. Do you think that there are any disadvantages?
Yeah, in my opinion, despite the benefits that I talked about earlier, I think that student will, but if we allow the student to judge teachers, some students may like, I mean that they will cheat their student and their teachers in some way inappropriate, and they will feel like the teachers have to revolve around them, and that is not good for the teachers at all. Yes, that's what I think.
Okay. Do you think that maybe this concept questions the authority of the teacher, and do you think that's good or bad?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah. So do you think that judging the teachers will affect the authority of the teacher. And do you think that it's good or bad?
Yes, I think it depends on how the teachers feel about the comments. I mean that when the teacher receives the comments from students, they may feel they may feel bad. I think in some extent will feel bad because like they will feel that they are not respected. But in the other way, if we are more positive, if they are more positive, they will feel that yes, the student learn and they learn and they respect them. So I think that is not good. It's not totally good or bad. It is up to how the teacher feels. Yes, that's what I think.
Okay, thanks.
All right. So, yeah, one more question for you. So how can you judge your teachers?
In my opinion, we can have a we can like send them some letters. We don't have to write our name down. Just write them a letter and talk about how we feel about their lessons and what we expect from them, so that they will feel more respected and it's not affect and it doesn't affect to their emotions. Yes, that's what I think.
All right, thank you. Good job, thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Tiếp theo xin mời số báo danh 091 chuẩn bị. Xin nhờ bộ phận kỹ thuật của số báo danh 091 bật cam số 2, cam số 3 lên đi ạ.
Can you hear me?
All right, yes.
So good afternoon. My name is TRUNG, and I'm a student from Lekudoon High School. Today is such a pleasure for me to take part in this particular English speaking contest. And I'm really happy to participate in, and I really appreciate the experience to speak English for you.
All right, so let's wait because your camera is not turned on, right? One more camera.
Well, just wait me for a moment, please. Thầy Hưng ơi! Thầy Hưng ơi! Thầy Hưng ơi!
Em có thể đứng dậy ra mời kỹ thuật viên vào bật cam số 3 lên thì mới đủ điều kiện thi.
All right. So Hạnh, choose the number on the screen.
So I'm going to choose number 13 because it's my birthday.
Okay, 13, right?
Oh, using it most.
Okay, topic 7. Okay, you can start now.
I could start up my presentations by saying that all over the world, we have witnessed and observed many circumstances and situations that animals for entertainment, that just is so a lot of them. And the huge numbers of animals used for entertainment just being the challenges and the predicament that we all have to face up to. And in my opinion, I think that animals should not be used for entertainment due to this following reason. Firstly, that when animals used for entertainment, that means that we are injuring their physical and mental health. The way we use electricity, pros, and the way we whip it, lip it, and also injure the way mental and physical health. I mean, the animals deserve to actually live the way they live, and they actually have the rights to actually live the way they always deserve to have. And we should appreciate all the feelings and the injury. The animals all over the world got to suffer from everything we need. That the people just like us in enforcing any decisions, and the way we got to do it just because we want to discover the potentials and capabilities of an animal just because of our profits. So I think that the animal used for entertainment, that's because we're abusing their capabilities and capacity just because of our profits to gain the benefits of our own. And that should be banned and prohibited accordingly, because I think that the capabilities and so the potentials of animal should be deserved and appreciated. Another reason why I believe that using animals for entertainment should be banned, because animals got to travel in the long distances from this area to another area. The thing is, when they travel like that, they got to adapt to the environment. And because of the adaptations, many animals just got to suffer many injuries. And that's what we all have to appreciate and appreciate for that. The way that the animals got to travel in the long distances, that means that the adaptations of many animals just got to suffer from simple things. When the animals got to face up with the new change of the climate and the weather and the news area all over the world, and the globalization of interconnections that they got to adapt to, is going to make very difficulties for them. So the predicament in here is that the animals just can't face up with the challenges of adaptation to that environment. So they got to suffer from many things to affect the physical and mental health. And my conclusion, I think the animals should not be used for entertainment, because the way that we can injure their physical and mental health, and they got to suffer from adaptation to the new environment all over the world. Thank you so much for your listening.
All right, thank you.
Wow. Hey, Subra, do you think animals should be used for meat and food?
Well, I think that all over the world, we have witnessed many surveys conducted by Massachusetts University and many other surveys all over the world that means it's actually nutritious, because according to biological research recently, I've just known that 56% of the meat we actually come from the animals is really nutritious for our body system. The way that the digestive system actually consume the nutrition from the meat and actually transform it to the energies that we can use, so that the consumptions of the system will be efficient. But the thing is, I believe that the meat for the animals, it's just a part of the bodies and the system for the animal. And the things that we need to appreciate on the nutrition for the animals in the most sufficient way. Because animals, everything they got, it's just like the products of our natures and the product of creatures that all over the world, we need to appreciate for all of that. I know the nutrition's coming from the foods and actually come from the bodies of the animals. It is really nutritious for all of us. But that doesn't mean that we have to use that on the meat that the animals got just because of our benefits to keep fit and to keep our healthy body. So I think that because that the meat from the animals with nutritious, we should limit the amount that we actually consume the meat and actually nutritious food from the animals, because we need to appreciate and respect for the creatures of the animals in the most efficient way. Thank you.
Hey, good job. I guess one more. Do you think animals should be used for work? So for example, the buffaloes used by farmers.
Oh, I think that's when actually animals used for work, that's really beneficial and valuable to increase the quality of the work for human. It's just like when the buffalo used for the farms, we actually increase the quality of the work for agriculture in the most effective way, because the buffalo are very strong and their strengths and the way they can use very heavy lifting is really effective and beneficial for the work for agriculture. But I think we should not abuse their quality of work. We should not abuse the way that they work for us, just because because of the strength, that doesn't mean that we actually impose every capability and capacity of the animals in every needs of a human being. So I believe that yes, animal actually can be the part and contribute and sacrifice for the work and increase the qualities of a human being. But that doesn't mean that we abuse it for our needs and our benefits. We can be consolidated, and consolidations between the humans and also the animals should be based on the love and should be increased significantly, and should be that to boost the relationship among animals and the people. I think the relationship is really appreciative, is really potential to boost the quality of the work, not the way we just only care for about its capability and capacity. I think it's more significant and indispensable for all of us to put ourselves on the animal situations that we can actually understand its characteristic, because animals just like us. So I believe that we can actually use for animals for agriculture and increase the quality of the work, but we should also respect the way that the characteristic of animals as well. Thank you.
Hey, good job. Good answers. Any other questions?
Yeah. Do you think that zoos, for example, zoos, they don't only use animals for entertainment, but they also have other purposes, for example, preserving species. Do you think that that's maybe a good thing, and that zoos should not be banned?
I think that when animals actually is for use, the thing is they use that as a tools and also the symbol to actually raise the awareness and attract users' knowledge about the preservations and also the protections for the entertainment and also environment. I think it can be used and manipulated as the theory so that we can actually raise the awareness of institutions all over the world about the protections of wildlife animals and also the diversity of many species all over the world. But I suppose to say that it's not absolutely significant for us to abuse that all the time, because I know that when animals are used for the zoos as the symbol for preservations for the environment, I suppose to say it could be the things that we can take that advantage and can take that measures to actually increase the awareness. But as a matter of fact, we actually need to appreciate the characteristic of it. The animals can be the symbol so that we can increase the intellectual awareness about decisions all over the globe. And the globalizations can be more interconnected, and we can actually raise awareness of it. But that doesn't mean that we can use the animals all the time for the preservations of the environment. I think it's better for us to come from the characteristic, the awareness from the education school, the educational system that can actually raise awareness. And so the knowledge of it is more significant and more indispensable for us to focus on the perspective from the citizens all over the globalization to actually increase the awareness, not to abuse the animals for the environment itself. The preservations and the actions come from the characteristic and it come from the true awareness of a citizen, not just based on only for the symbols of animals. So I suppose to think that it's really significant for us and it can be used and more just like a symbol for preservations, but we need to respect and appreciate that around the side so that we can actually raise the true awareness of the citizens over the world. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you,
Okay,
Mike. Yeah, but actually the time for your Q&A section is over. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good job. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Xong rồi.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello, how are you?
Yes, I'm fine today.
Hey, good job. Would you like to pick a number?
Yes. Let me see. I choose number 30. 30.
Yeah.
Hey, good job.
Oh, okay.
Okay, topic 1 is about paperbacks and ebooks. You have 3 minutes to talk about it. All right, let's start.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So now I'm going to introduce about myself first. My full name is Phạm Ngọc Huyền. I'm studying in class 10A1 at Mỹ Tho High School. And today I'm going to share with you some of my ideas about which is better, paperbacks or ebooks, and why. Okay, nowadays, you know, the COVID-19 pandemic, the news about it, like it has spread all over the world and it's very dreadful. Therefore, the lockdown, the decision, the government has to make the decision of lockdown, and we have to remain indoors. So online learning is the most effective tool in that situations. So we have access more to ebooks, and during that process, I realized some benefits that the ebooks have bring rather than traditional paperbacks, and here are some of them. The first thing I want to mention is that ebooks can be delivered instantly. You don't ever have to worry about losing or forgetting your traditional books. Besides, you can download ebooks online and put it in a convenient spot, so that losing or forgetting your document is not a problem. The second thing I want to mention is that ebooks tend to cost users less than traditional paperbacks. According to NBC, an average students spend about $1,200,000 just annually on books, while ebooks tend to cost less to users than it, because you can just download it. For some ebooks require money while downloading, but I think it is not much of a problem. And nowadays, some school you can use download ebooks online for free to teach your student, and that is kind of effective. And the third thing is that they are very portable and easy to carry around. It is like you don't have to worry about carrying your books around. So you can easily carry around with just an ebooks, and that is very convenient to you. So in conclusion, these are some of the benefits that I have mentioned about the ebooks, and I think that it is the most effective tool to learn by heart in this kind of situations. That's my presentation for this topic. Thanks for listening.
All right, thank you.
Hey, good job. Do you think all books in school should be ebooks?
No, as I had mentioned above, ebooks have bring us many numerous benefits, but just in this kind of situation when the COVID-19 pandemic has spread it all over the world. So, but in normal days, we just have to use traditional paperbacks, because one day the COVID-19 pandemic will disappear and we will come back to our normal life again. So I personally think that ebooks will not be popular anymore, and we tend to use traditional paperbacks more for searching information, I think.
Okay. And what do you think of audiobooks?
Actually have never seen any kinds of audiobooks before. I've just used ebooks normally at home. So, but I think that it will bring us numerous benefits as ebooks. So it's just like the audiobooks, we can enhance our listening skills, especially the English, especially the audiobooks that is English, is written in English, so that we can enhance our skills day by day, I think.
Okay. Any other questions?
Okay. So imagine that one day ebooks will be used at home, at school. It means that you have to bring some electronic devices to school, right? So do you think it is good or bad?
I think both of And you know that not anything is perfect, and it also brings us both advantages and disadvantages too. As I mentioned above, it is very easy to carry around, and we can store it in our devices from a PC to a tablet so that we can access to it in any time wherever there's internet connection. Yeah, but it will bring us some feedbacks. When we store too much ebooks in our devices, some of the important ones will lost and will come to the bin, the recycle bin. You know that. So it is quite inconvenient to see some of our important books disappearing, and we have to download again. And besides, some ebooks contain much information that it is quite take a long time to download it to our devices. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, two judges, because this one is number 33. Remember that? Okay.
Yep. The one just now?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
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 Oh, well.
Hello, everyone, and hello, some YouTube viewers. My name is THČNG, and I'm from Lê Quý Đôn High School. My name is a little bit difficult for you foreigners to pronounce, so you can call me Lalisa from Blackpink.
All right, thank you, Huyền. Can you choose a number on the screen?
Okay, number 26.
All right, so you have 3 minutes to present about hard work. Let's start.
Okay, well, the proof of hard work is the key to success is the statement that we have to hear this over and over again, and in our workplace and even at school. And I think that this proverb is really absolutely true, and is really beneficial for us in any way. Yeah, you know that. So the first point I want to support for my idea, I would like to say that hard work is the price we have to pay when we going to get something. So if success were free, everybody can get it. But no successful people in the world pay no effort before he or she receives something in return. So so that's hard work is a must be, is a must to have the one who wants to who to get the one on the journey to go to the success. And the second point I want to mention is that hard work is the great way to build our discipline. Because when we do something hard, we focus on it, and that make us can understand this situation more, and we can also learn some skills about it. And maybe that we are not successful at the first time we try, but on the next time, with our experience and the knowledge, it can help us to do better, something like that. And I think that hard work is a great way for us to do everything. And I even know that there are also some some other things that can contribute to our success, like luck or determination or talent. But the most important, or I mean that's the vital key, is the hard work. So on the whole, I would like to say that if you are on the journey to success, please work harder, try your best, better day by day, in order to get successful, in order to be a successful person. That's all for my presentation. Thank you so much. Thanks for your listening.
Thank you.
Hey, super. Do you think it is important to be successful?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, sure. Do you think it is important to be successful in life?
Well, I think that when we be successful is the more we're successful, the better we are. But it's not really important to be successful, because we can be a normal people. We can enjoy our life in a normal way like other people. But if it's successful, it's really good, but it's unnecessary at all. And I think that a successful person, or how can I say? Well, I think that's when it comes to, well, I think our success must depend on a lot of things, like talents. So if you don't have talents, you have to work hard, really hard for it. And if you don't get luck, maybe it's impossible for you to be successful. That's all I think.
Hey, good job. And what is success to you?
Well, success to me is the, how can I say, is when we bear fruits for, when we have to pay our blood, sweat and tear to bear fruits, and something like that, to have the success to complete my dream. And I have my dreams that I really want to be a candidate of this English speaking contest. I have tried several times, and I think that is the time, even that I cannot be the champion. I cannot be the champion of this contest, but I think that I'm successful because I do better than I'm in the past. Something like that. And I think the most successful for me is that tomorrow when I wake up, I'm a better person than yesterday, I think.
Hey, good job. Good answer. Any other questions?
No, Bob.
No.
All right.
I had the same question.
Okay. So if we have two options, the first one is working hard, and the second one is working smart. Which one do you think is more important?
Well, I think, let me see. Working hard and working smart. I think that working smart is a great way for us to shorten the time we get to the success. But how should we use our smart thinking? We also need to work hard. You know that Albert Einstein or any other people in the world who get successful, they are both really smart, and this is something that they get successful. And someone say that own their personality to be successful is innate, but if they don't work hard, they don't try for several times, they don't spend years and the patience to this, they cannot success at all. So I think that we should have both the smart thinking and together with hard work.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Tiếp theo xin mời số danh 034 chuẩn bị. Xin nhờ bộ phận kỹ thuật bật cam số 2, cam số 3 lên ạ. Đây rồi. Xin nhờ bộ phận kỹ thuật khẩn trương bật cam số 2, cam số 3 của số danh 034 lên. Đề nghị bật khẩn trương cam số 3.
Good afternoon, judges. Is there anything with my camera? Any problem?
Bit of an echo.
Huyền ơi, em nói lại một chút được không? Bởi vì cô nghe thấy nó hơi bị vang.
Hello. Good afternoon, judges.
Em tắt hết mic của các thiết bị đi để một mic cam số 1 thôi. Đề nghị chỗ thầy Tiến vào tắt hết mic của cam số 2, cam số 3 đi để mỗi mic của cam số 1 thôi. Mic tắt rồi.
Thấy tắt hết rồi ạ.
Giảm hết volume của cam số 2, cam số 3 xuống đi ạ. Khẩn trương lên ạ.
Tắt loa ngoài đi.
Tắt loa ngoài của cam số 2, cam số 3 đi.
Tắt loa là loa ngoài. Rồi tắt cái này đi. Okay. Good afternoon, judges. My name is Luyện. I'm from NaDi High School. Today, I'm very happy to be here. It's my pleasure to meet you again.
All right. So, Huyền, can you choose a number on the screen?
I choose the number 41.
Okay, your topic is number 14. Prevention is better than cure. You have 3 minutes to present about this topic. Okay. Let's start.
You know that to tackle a problem, there's a saying that prevention is better than cure. Well, about this statement, I totally agree with this point of view. Personally, I think, because firstly, you can see that prevention is much cheaper. It is money saving than cure so much, because when you face up with the problem, prevention is obviously much cheaper. You don't have to spend so much money to go on the high street to cure the problem. And I think that prevention can help us to avoid many consequences you have to face up with if we have to cure the problem, you know, because I think that prevention is much better. We don't have to face up with the consequences of it. Like I can take some example here. Is that if you have a chance, there's a rate that you can catch cancer. So prevention is much cheaper and more ideal. If we have to cure it, we can have to face up with many consequences that is better to our physical and to our mental health. So I think that prevention is much better when a problem comes. Yeah, and not only cancer, not only in terms of medicines, but also in some field like economic or environment, prevention is much better than cure. If we take action by now, we can avoid the consequences of it, and we don't have to spend so much time and money to cure the problem. So I think that prevention is obviously better than cure. Thanks for your listening.
All right, thank you.
Hey, good presentation. What do you think are the most important things to prevent in life?
Well, the most important thing to prevent in life, I think that there's in many fields. We can have the best preventions for it. If it is environment, you know that nowadays we have to face up with so much environmental problems. So the prevention here is that we can reduce the amount of rubbish, or try to launch more campaigns, something like that. If it is economy, we can prevent it by we can have some people who is facing with poor difficulty, something like that. So it is the best prevention in life. I think each field has its prevention, its way to prevent.
Hey, good job. Any other questions?
Okay, so can you name some preventive measures for COVID-19?
Oh, you know that nowadays people have to face up with a really weird phenomenon. It is COVID-19 pandemic. There's many ways for us to prevent this COVID. Personally, I am a student. I can wearing masks to our school, wash our hands after meals everywhere, go keep distance with other people, some like that. And the government also should take action to prevent it by some way like propaganda to raise the awareness of the citizens, invest more money to buy vaccine, and improve their employees, I mean the doctor, to cure the patient.
All right, thank you. That's all for you. Thank you, Luyện.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Well, good morning, Dash panel. My name is Trần Thị Linh from Luyện High School.
Hello, Linh.
Xin nhờ bộ phận kỹ thuật bật cam số 2 lên ạ.
Bật cam số 2. Bật.
Ok, xin mời em chọn một số trên màn hình.
I will choose number 37, please.
Okay, it is about honesty, and you have 3 minutes to present. Please present it.
Well, let me collect my thoughts for some seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. This is belief that honesty is the best policy, which define who you are in your daily life. Personally, I think it is really true. Firstly, what is honesty? From my point of view, honesty is more about your character and your value rather than anything else. Honesty is truthful in what you say and what you do. You admit your action even you will get into trouble. And what makes honesty is the best policies from my point of view. There are some following reasons. Firstly, honesty can help us to increase our discipline and have us to stay away from temptation such as drinking alcohol or playing games during working hours. And on top of that, honesty also can help us to increase our value and it can make us more patient and more positive in our daily life. And we stop blaming others for our circumstance, and instead of that, we try to find another effective measure to overcome them. And last but not least, honesty can help us to create our luck. When honesty is help us to increase our reputation. I mean that it can help us to have trust and respect from others. And in short, honesty is always in need. However, sometimes white lie are more acceptance. Yeah, because they have to protect the listener from being pained and now motivates them to have a positive outlook on life. That's my presentation. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Linh.
Hey, good. So what other times do you think it is acceptable to lie?
Well, I don't hear the question more clearly. Can you speak it again?
Yeah, sure. So when do you think it is acceptable to lie?
To lie? In some special situations, the lie needs to be acceptable than honesty. That is white lies. Do you know? White lie is used when it's used can have to protect listener from being pained and motivate them have a positive outlook on life. Yeah. For example, when white lie is usually given by doctor for the patient who suffer from serious cancer, and this white lie can make the patient more positive and very optimistic, and even it can help them overcome this disease. Yeah.
Hey, okay. Can you give some examples of white lies you have told?
Of course. Well, some white lie. Is when is is just my close friends, and 3 weeks ago, my close friend has suffered from a serious disease in his very negative feel negative in life, and then there is no and while like can have the negative in life, and while I make them feel very optimistic and have they feel can find the valuable in life. Yeah.
Hey, okay. Any more questions?
Bosh?
No.
To raise some questions. Okay, one more question for you. So you think that honesty is the best policy, right? So besides honesty, what criterion can be used to judge a person?
Well, and can you speak it again?
Besides policy, honesty, what criterion can be used to judge a person?
To judge the persons, I think it's maybe the since maybe the enthusiasm that to trust the persons, as this is quite difficult to say. I think, well, I think it's maybe enthusiasm because optimistic person can give everyone around them a positive energies and have them to is more interested and enthusiastic and more energetic to finish the work on time, and they be willing to have people around them has better life. I guess that.
All right, good. Thank you. Thank you, Lee.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Good afternoon, teachers. My full name is Phạm Lâm Minh, and I'm a student from Luyện High School. And today is such a pleasure for me to represent my school and participate in this English public speaking contest.
Hey, good job.
Yeah.
Would you like to choose a number?
I choose number 15.
Okay, topic 6, once again about natural disasters. Okay, you have 3 minutes.
Well, as we all know that nowadays, natural catastrophes every year can cost the government hundreds of millions of dollars and can also take the lives of millions of people. So undoubtedly, natural disasters can have a negative impact on the economic growth of a country. The first, I think, is that natural disasters can affect the natural resources of a country. For example, tornadoes in storms can cause damage to several hectares of forest, or droughts can affect the crops and the cattle in a very bad way. So this can affect the agricultural output, and this can also may have a bad impact on the output of critical supplies for our life. And another point I would like to make is that natural disasters can also affect the human resources of a country. While we all know that if there is no humans, so there will be no workers will work in the factories, no workers will work in the offices. So the economic growth will also go back significantly. For example, in Philippines, hundreds of thousands of people have died because of the flood and the storms each year, and that's why the economy isn't very developed nowadays. And if there is a loss of humans, other workers will not concentrate on their work because they will find it's very they will find it's very hard for them to concentrate on their work if they think about the loss of other people. So in my conclusion, I think that natural disasters can have a very bad impact on the economic growth of a country. So the government should have significant activities to help to prevent natural disasters. And thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Hey, good job. So you said about the negative effects. Do you think it can ever have positive effects on the economy?
Well, I personally, I think that besides the negative impacts of natural disasters, they can also have some positive impact. Well, the first one I think is that they can help us to have some sediments like mud or anything like that to have to able to extend our agricultural land, so more and more trees can be built, and it can also help us to develop the technology to help us to predict which natural disasters will come to our country, and that's what I think.
Hey, good. And what natural disasters do you think are most common in Vietnam?
Well, I think that in Vietnam, there are many kinds of natural disasters every year. And I think the most common one is the severe storm. For example, last year in the central part of Vietnam, there were about 3 storms. I don't remember exactly, but I think that there were 3 storms that continuously struck the central of Vietnam, and they caused lots of damage to the not only the people but also to the economy there. Thank you.
Hey, good job. Any other questions?
Yeah. Okay, so how would you combat natural disasters, or how would you prevent the damage?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
How would you combat natural disasters, or how would you prevent the damage they do?
Oh, well, I think that natural disasters are very unpredictable. So I think we can have some invent some technologies that can help us to predict exactly when the natural disaster will come, so we can prepare for it. And after the natural disasters strike our country, we can build the facilities and recover our country so fast, so that the economy won't be affected.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Minh.
Thank you so much.
Hey, good job. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so now it's time for a break. We have 10 minutes break.
Hey, okay. See you soon.
Yeah, see you. Hey, Matt and Bonch, are you back?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Tiếp theo xin mời số các anh 046 chuẩn bị. Xin nhờ bộ phận kỹ thuật bật cam số 2, cam số 3 lên ạ.
Number 46.
Good afternoon, teachers. My name is Chen Ming. I'm a student from TRUNG High School.
Hello, Ming. Hey, Matt, can you turn on the camera, please? All right, you're here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ming, can you choose the number on the screen?
I choose the number 24.
Okay, so once again about the natural disasters, and you have 3 minutes. Let's start.
So, natural disaster is a very controversial problem in nowadays, and those natural disasters have effect on many aspects of life, especially economic, and the first thing that it affects is the agriculture productivity. So, for example, the hurricane destroyed the crop and the drought destroyed the soil. This make the plant can't reproduce. It's not only affect the plant, but also affect people's life and as well as their livestock. It's affect the this natural disaster has a special effect on the agriculture oriented countries. Let's take Vietnam, the world's second biggest exporter of rice, as an example. If there's a big storm that occurs in the harvesting time, then everything will be doomed. The second thing that is affected is the industrial field. It's the natural disasters such as earthquake, the tsunami, and hurricane can destroy buildings and facilities that cost millions or even billions of dollars. Let's take the Tohoku earthquake as an example. When that happened, thousands of lives have death and it cost Japan billions of dollars. The last thing is the tourism. Is the tourism field. When this happens, it can destroy the destination and shift is into a newly different area, and it can't really attract the tourists anymore. So in conclusion, natural disaster we can't stop natural disasters. So to really recover from it, every country should have a solution for its consequences. And that's the end of my speech. Thank you for listening.
All right, thank you. Any questions?
Hey, do you think there is anything Vietnam can do to prevent the damage from natural disasters in the future?
So Vietnam can, for Vietnam, it's often, I think that we can learn to prevent it. We can warn the people to evacuate before the disaster happen, and so that we can save life of people who are the most contribute to the economy. We can also you can also enhance the buildings and facilities so that when the disaster happens, we can't destroy them.
Hey, good. And what natural disasters are common in Vietnam?
So in Vietnam, we don't really face many natural disasters in a year, but I think that the most common is the storm and hurricane. And because we are a country that near the sea, so that when the hurricane happen, especially in the central of Vietnam, can very dangerous and affect people's life. As you can see that many years the people in the central areas of Vietnam, they have to suffer. They suffer from it they suffer from storm and hurricane very much, and it's disordered their life.
Hey,
So
good.
the most common.
All right. Bob, any questions?
No.
No. All right. So if you live in a country where the natural disasters are very common, like Japan, would you want to move?
So can you repeat the question?
Okay, so imagine that if you live in a country where the natural disasters are very common, like Japan, would you want to move?
Where do I want to move?
Yeah.
So I think that I will. I don't. If I live in Japan, then I don't really to put myself in their shoes. I think that I don't really want to move since it's here frequently, and so that we have to really live with it, and we have to adapt with it so that we don't really have to worry about it. But the people in Japan, they don't worry much about the earthquakes is often occurs in it. So I think that if I had to put in their shoes, so I think that I don't want to move.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Minh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, good job.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Hai cam một sao không? Bạn kia chưa nhìn ra. Minh chữ ao.
Tiếp theo xin mời số danh 047 chuẩn bị. Xin nhờ bộ phận kỹ thuật bật cam số 2. Cam số 2 đưa đến gần mặt bàn của thí sinh ạ. Quan sát mặt bàn và màn hình máy tính. Còn xa lắm. Xin mời đồng chí kỹ thuật ra khỏi phòng. Mời em chọn một số trên màn hình.
Good afternoon. My name is Minh. I'm a student in THqədNG High School. I'm very happy to join this contest today, and the number I choose is 12.
Okay. Topic 12 is about honesty. You have 3 minutes to present. Let's start.
Thank you. I could argue that sometimes not telling the truth is better. In some cases, the truth is going to hurt somebody. And if so, then I think that person should know the truth. And there are times when a person needs to know the truth to make an important decision. There are also times when the truth is the only way to help somebody who is self-destructive. Honest people often earn respect and trust by other people because they know to stand by the truth. Because they know to stand by the truth. And if without honest, this world will be so sad and bad, and it won't be a good place to live in. If everyone in this world is honest, then we can live in harmony and trust each other. Honest is a very good virtue that everyone needs to have. Nobody wants to associate with people who always lies and do bad activities. Some dishonest activities are telling lies, smuggling, corruption. Well, if you can avoid these bad activities, then we will live in harmony, and we will live in harmony and can trust each other. And also, when someone is doing something that is self-destructive, the truth is the only way to help them be better. Let me tell you an example. If someone who is doing something self-destructive, like partying a whole night and don't care about studying, then he needs to know that he is disappointing his friends who always worried for him. But if he skips many classes and the teachers ask his friends for the reason, then it's not necessary for the friends to tell the truth. He doesn't need to, but he also doesn't need to provide information about his friends. After all, I think honesty is the best policy, and no matter how you are good in telling lies, it is still the best policy.
Thank you.
Hey, good job. Are you always honest in your own life?
Well, I must say that I'm not always honest. Sometimes in my life, I need to tell the lies to avoid bad acts.
Hey, good. Can you give some examples?
Examples? Like when I got a bad points in a test, my dad is always angry with me because he always wants me to be the best. So if I got a bad points like 8/10, then I need to hide that points from my dad. I don't want to get hurt.
Crazy. Hey, okay, good job. And what other characteristics besides honesty do you think are important?
Well, let's see. Besides honesty, I think brave. We need to brave. We need to hardworking and trust each other. Yeah, that's what I think.
Hey, good. Any other questions?
No.
March?
No.
All right. So one more question for you. So how would the life be if there were no honesty?
Well, without honesty, this world will be bad. Criminals everywhere, people lies each other, and there won't be any meaning of truth.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you. Thank you, Minh.
Hey, goodbye.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Hello, Ngọc.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Would you like to choose a number?
I would like to choose the number 16.
Okay, so topic 7 is about animals, and you have 3 minutes. Let's start.
Okay, so circus with animals performance seems to be magical and fascinating to smart kids. However, it is the dark side of the story when it comes to how these not innocent animals are treated behind the screen. And so, in my opinion, I believe that it should be prohibited for animals to be used as a form of recreation. So, firstly, using animals as a form of entertainment is such an ethical thing, and because circus training is often brutal and very dangerous, and there is still exists the fact that they are mistreated behind the spotlight, and so before getting to perform on stage, they have to go through very strict and dangerous training courses, and so they training courses, and so if they happen to make just the smallest mistake on the stage, they will be bound to get punished afterwards, and so it is very brutal for their physical health. And secondly, it violates the animals' rights to live in the freedom. And because, well, take these sea animals as an example, like whales and dolphins usually have to travel like 40 to 100 miles per day, but when they are confined in a tank, they only get to swim in a much restricted area, and so they cannot be free. And moreover, animals that is used in circus usually get separated from their natural habitat in early age, and so they might lose some of their natural behaviors or and companionship, and that is because they get to be too close around humans instead of their members of their own species. So in conclusion, animals are not actors and they shouldn't be used for entertainment. Thank you for listening.
Hey, good job. Is there anything you think animals should be used for?
Well, I don't think that animals should be used for anything. They are living creatures, and so do we humans, and they must have the equal rights to live, and not as a tool for us to be used for anything.
Yeah, okay. And what's your opinion on having animals as pets?
Well, I believe that using animals as pets is just a way to satisfy the humans' hobby or like the preference, and so. But however, instead of using wild animals, they train or tame certain animals like cats or dogs, and so I think that is pretty acceptable because those kind of animals also very love humans.
Okay, and what about for food?
Well, I believe that animals, well, it's a natural rule that all of the living creatures must survive, and in order to do that, we must use each other as food. So I believe that, yeah, maybe we can use some of the cattle or poultry as a source of food, but however, we shouldn't use them, shouldn't overuse them and make them to like be extinct.
Hey, good answers. Any other questions?
Yes. Do you think that animals in zoos are also used for entertainment?
Well,
You talked about circus, but what about zoos?
Well, I believe that is some part as can be used for entertainment, but however, I believe that the first thing, the most important purpose of a zoo is to preserve the endangered animals, like for example, like the panda or some others kind of animals. And the second most important thing is that they are used to raise people's interest and awareness of these endangered animals, so that people can have a better understanding of wildlife and how beautiful they are, and eventually have the urge to protect them.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, goodbye.
Okay. Good afternoon. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello, I'm.
Good afternoon, judges.
Okay, so choose the number on the screen.
I choose the number 21.
Okay, so you want to talk about topic number 15. It's about should students be allowed to judge teachers? And you have 3 minutes to present it. All right.
Yes.
Let's start.
Yes. Well, the statement is should students be allowed to judge the teachers? And I think it's a quite interesting question to me, as I'm already said, I'm just a student in the high school. And I think that I totally agree with this statement as the reasons I got to tell you right now. First, you can see that the student is who achieves that knowledge from their teachers, and of course that they know exactly what they study, and also they will give the good report to their teachers, and tying to it they will have the good they will have the better task, and the good teachers will have the better lesson to the after that. They will have some experience in that and their relationships, just like helping the other and promote them to have the better in that way in the studying. And second, you see just all early the way that the teacher give their student to judge them. He always shows the way that they the concern of their showing their take care of those teachers, so those students. You see they show up there take care of them because they bring up some very good things to that. You see
sorry, you turn on the mic, right? Can you turn on the mic, please? All right.
I have to say again, right?
No, you can continue.
Oh. Okay, so second, I have said that the teacher allow the student to judge them. It means that they show that they take care to them. And also it means that they have the good relationship in that. Teachers let students to be allowed to judge them. It means that they show their concerns as way so that have the student to be better. Also they have them to create some their new abilities. It helps the student to get new knowledge. And also it brings them to relationship become better, and have the teacher also the student get new knowledge in that. And last but not least, you can see that student allowed to teach the teachers, to trust the teachers, and you see that it brings an enormous benefit. It brings the student enormous benefits, and also the teacher. The teachers has this experience also like their report from the student, and it helps them to get the job be better. They find out that they have the motivation to do the job better, and it helps them to create some new way to study, to new way to teach the student, and in conclusions, you see that I totally agree that students should be allowed to trust the teachers, as the reason I have told you about that right over there. And you see like it's a way that they show their concern together, and it also helps them to have a good relationship, also brings their student enormous benefits and like stimulates their abilities, the potential abilities. I think so.
All right, thank you. Any questions?
Good job. And what are some potential negatives to allowing students to judge their teachers?
Well, I think that is also interesting for me to answer these questions. You see, like talk about the negative impact. You see, like if students, some people say that students dare to judge their teachers, and it leads to some negative impacts that they're about their relationship. Teacher may like not like that student, and it will break up their relationship. But I think that's just a small negative impact on that. It also like brings some just like that, and it also get to some bad mark. Is that the teachers, if not so patient or like so like gender enough, they will give their students a bad mark. And I think it's just some problem in the school.
Hey, good job. Do you think students can be trusted to be honest with their judgment?
Well, I think that definitely yes, because you know, like the students have to be honest to that, because that's a way to have to build the students and teacher to be better. You know, like the judgment is not always a bad; it also have the people to promote their abilities and also like their potential, like potential skill. And I think that we should be honest only like that time. Sometimes they need to be clever too, but the most thing I think to be honesty is the best policy.
Hey, good job. Any other questions?
Yeah. Can you name some disadvantages that might occur when students are allowed to judge their teachers?
And you say again?
Yeah. So, are there any disadvantages if students judge their teachers?
I think that he had already asked me, but I will answer it again. You see, like I have said before, that if the students give the teachers a judgment, you see, like it will give the teachers like the not bad impressions on the student, and it also lead to some problem in the reporting. It lead to like the bad mark in that, and it lead to some problems in the schooling. It will break up their relationship maybe. It's because that the teachers doesn't kind enough. I think so.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Ngọc Oanh. Bye bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Hey, goodbye. Good job.
Tiếp theo xin mời số vô danh 053 chuẩn bị. Xin nhờ đồng chí kỹ thuật viên bật hết cam 1, cam 2, cam 3 lên.
Được rồi ạ. Từ từ. Bình tĩnh. Bật to ra. Ấn nút vào nó tự ra. Ở đây. Hello everyone.
Phương ơi, can you turn on the camera too? The second camera.
Đây cam này.
Okay.
Hello guys, my name is Tu Phương.
22 Phương, and I'm from class 11A7, middle high school. Today is such my honor to stay here and taking part in the speaking contest. Thank you.
All right,
Hey,
so
choose a number.
So I need to make it. I'd like to choose my birthday is 28.
okay, prevention is better than cure. You have
Okay.
minutes. Let's start.
Okay, as well we know that in our modern society nowadays, there are more and more debates and arguments about the things why people they should focus on making money or they should protect their health, then they can cure them. From my perspective, I definitely agree that prevention is better than cure. And today, I'm here to clarify it with my two main theses as followed. First, to begin with, why I say that prevention is better than cure? Because it causes the less financial burden on ourselves. Like, nowadays, the expense of curing the ailments and the disease is like increasing more and more expensive. We have so much troubles in this. Like, for instance, people have to pay much money on the drug that can save our life, which is rocketing or sky high. All right. And then definitely we know in some countries, I saw that the doctors there, they show their tolerance to use the normal treatment on their patient. They do the unnecessary cure and the unnecessary test that can be beyond the reach of the ordinary people, right? So the government should do something like it can have the subsidy, they can have the welfare for those people to expose to the frequent taker, right? But I think that instead of using the money for this, we can use it to creating and raise awareness also the more the people about how important is prevention. So now I'm gonna tell you some further inconvenience of cure. So despite that the existence of cure, the treatment for the malady is not always bring us the best. It sometimes cause inconvenience for people's life. Like, as you know, with the cancer, right? When people treating this, they can definitely have some side effects, like they can get the loss of hair, like skin infection, or sometimes it's the heartache, and they lead to both the mental and the physical hurt. Or sometimes with the incurable disease like the HIV now, actually, and also the COVID-19, we still have the vaccine or some drug that can prevent them, right? And it can lead to the person demise. So, moreover, what is more than that is like when you treatment, sometimes do not produce the good result for you. Sometimes the surgical intervention and the operation fail, and it make people feel disappointed about that. In conclusion, I strongly believe and I strongly reckon that prevention is better than cure. We should take care of the health and we should take the prevention into our consideration as health as well. Thank you for listening.
All right, thank you.
Hey, super good job. What steps do you take in your own life to prevent things or prevent bad things from happening?
Oh, you say that I can do something from own life, right? Firstly, I want to say about the aspect of health. I will try to stay healthy. I can have the nutrition food. I can keep a balanced diet. As you know now, it's really important because there are so many chemical or the toxic substance outside that can make we exhausted or depleted. And also in company with the reason of the COVID-19 pandemic, right? And also, I'm aware of the importance of healthy. So I do the exercise, I do the straight up, or I do some push-up every day. I follow the YouTube lessons or some course of some famous YouTuber. Then I can get, maybe I can get some arts, some daily art, something.
Hey, good. What do you think Vietnam can do to prevent natural disasters?
Let's talk about natural disaster. Well, I think that is such a severe and harsh problem for not only Vietnam, but also all the globe, right? Because it causes great damage. And I think that we can do something like we can first
about the infrastructure and the facilities. I think that we should restore them and also preserve them from all the capacities of being damaged by the natural calamities, right? And secondly, is raising awareness of people. In Vietnam now, we have about 45 ethnic groups, so it's definitely quite hard for us to we impart all the knowledge about the natural disaster to all those people. So we need to do something in rural or in the faraway located areas to have people more aware of this. And yeah, also maybe that, or I think that advertisement or some actions to have it is really important.
Good job. Any other questions?
Yeah. So you talked earlier. You talked about HIV and that it's not curable. Do you think that in the future we'll be able to cure a disease like HIV or other diseases that are uncurable right now?
Well, thank you for this question. I think that not only me, you, or the other people on our planet now is looking for a best for the first forthcoming thing is that the drug that can cure the COVID-19 or overall is the coronavirus, right? We are all really looking forward to that type. And yeah, I hope someday the scientists and the doctors, they could invent that type of drug or aspirin can make people live more happier. And sometimes if we cannot completely cure this disease, we can make some measures or some actions like can keep our life be always happy and optimistic.
Okay.
Right, thank you, Phương.
Thank you.
Good job. Bye.
Yes, have a nice day.
Hey, you too.
Yes.
Bye.
Xin mời số 055 chuẩn bị. Đồng chí kỹ thuật viên đi ra khỏi phòng ạ. Mời em chọn số trên màn hình.
So good afternoon, judges. My name is NaDi and I'm from class 11 English 1 of Luyện Gifted High School. So I would like to choose number 35.
Hey, okay.
Okay, so topic 4 is about children in reality show. Can you start right now?
Okay, so usually these days when technology is booming, so it's like every household has a TV set in their family. So it means more and more people are watching TV, and it has been shown that more than 58% of all the channels watched is reality shows, and currently there are some reality shows that have the main focus on children. And after watching these shows, it raises a question in me that should children reality shows be banned? And my answer is yes, a ban is necessary. The first reason for this is that when participating in these reality shows, children often feel very uncomfortable. Whenever they perform in front of the audiences, in front of the camera, they are under pressure of they have to be on their best behavior. They have to act cool, they have to act funny so that they can entertain the audiences. And sometimes to keep the show going, they have strangers, directors, cameramen telling them what to do. And I believe that nobody likes being told what to do, and so are children. And the second thing is reality shows cause children to run the risk of being judged by the other people. When they are broadcast on TV, they have to receive comments from people from all walks of life. So that means they receive hatred, they receive
positive and negative comments. And in the case that they receive hatred, so how can we make sure that they can handle the criticism? Because they are just children. How can they have enough courage to deal with all the bad comments, which will hurt their emotions? And the last thing is, there could be effects on their personal life, because children are very small. They're at that age, their main focus should be put on education and learning, not entertaining other people. So, and also when they have got out of the show, I believe it will have a huge impact on their personality, because they would kind of do anything to retain their fame. So in conclusion, due to all those reasons, I believe that children reality shows should be banned in the future. That is the end of my talk, and thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Hey, super. You gave lots of reasons for why reality TV show is bad for children. Do you think reality TV is good for adults?
Reality shows are good for adults, actually, because when they are mature, they can decide, they can participate in reality shows as an occupation. They can become, and reality shows could be a stepping stone for them to become a real celebrity, can be a stepping stone for them to rise to stardom. And also, they kind of earn money from that reality shows apart from fame, because they are adults and the revenue, and they will receive a kind of salary, a kind of wage from those reality shows. And because they are adults, they have the full rights to control what to do with those money.
Hey, good job. Would you want to be on reality TV?
I would say no, because I am not a kind of person that wants to receive too much attention. I'd rather be a normal girl who nobody knows of. Like, I don't like receiving too much attention and being having the camera looking at me whatever I do, and having people judge what I'm doing. And also, I think I am a student now, and reality shows, participating in reality shows have a bad impact on my learning process. So my answer would be no, and in the future, maybe no.
Hey, good job. Any other questions?
So maybe you've watched a few reality TV shows in the past, maybe even children reality TV. Did you enjoy them, or did you even watch some?
Can you repeat the questions? Because the speaker is a bit loud and I cannot hear you clearly.
Oh, sorry. Did you enjoy watching reality TV shows with children in the past?
So when you mean with children, it means reality shows include children, or with a child sitting next to me?
No, children reality TV shows. Sorry.
I do kind of enjoy that, because I actually enjoy children reality shows more than adults reality shows, because when I watch adults reality shows, they're kind of fake. They kind of try to act cool. They kind of try to make fun of other people and make fun of themselves in order to gain fame. And it is a whole different story when it comes to children reality shows, because they're only children. They have the innocence that adults can never have. And I think that is the thing that makes children reality shows more enticing for me. And I believe other people feel that too.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you, and good afternoon.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Good afternoon, judges. It's nice to see you today.
Hello.
Hey, hello.
Before start, can I have a question, please?
Yeah, sure.
Can you check for me the loud? Is that okay? Is that okay? Because that my school has some problem with the speaker.
Can hear you fine. It's okay.
Yes, thank you. Okay. So
Okay, so now choose a number on the screen.
I want to choose the number 9.
Okay, topic 10 is about homeschooling, and now let's talk about it. 3 minutes for you.
So nowadays you can see that the education is put on top of our concern, and I see that two main kinds of teachings: the homeschooling and the other one is normal schooling. So in this statement, I don't agree with that. I think that the public school will bring a lot of benefits for the student as well as the teachers. First, you can see that when the student or the children, they come to school, they will get a very necessary support from the government, because everything will be support very efficiently, and by some way you can see the government, they pay for all the fees, and that also I think is a very efficient thing for the parents, because they can save a lot of money for the tuition fee. And also when the student come to school, they can have a chance to play with the friends, and of course through that kind of activity they learn a lot of new skill, like soft skill, interpersonal skill, and the way they communicate with teachers and their friends. I think it's very necessary, beneficial for them to prepare when they come into the new world in the near future, right? And furthermore, I want to mention about the knowledge. Well, maybe the student who study at home can study a lot than the student go to school, because they just only study by themselves with their own tutor, and that is also very good. But the problem here is the attitude toward to the teachers. Some of the kind of student that they pay to invite a tutor to come their home to teach themselves, right? But they don't have the right respect to the teachers, and I think this is very wrong. When you come to school, you will be taught how to respect your teachers, and also not the teachers, it's the elder, your friends, and even in the children who is smaller than you, right? And I think that is very necessary, and that's why I think this is a plus point for the public school. And to conclusion, in a nutshell, I think that the normal schooling is much better than homeschooling, and I totally agree that people should have the public school for the children more than the homeschooling.
All right, thank you. Any questions for her?
Yeah, sure. Do you think there are any ways to improve homeschooling?
Well, I think that the homeschooling can be improved in many ways. First is the quality of the teachers, because some of the teachers they just graduate the high school, and sometimes we can also improve that by invite some of the professors, right? If that families, they are wealthy and they have the condition to do that, and in some way I think that the way the parents they teach the children is also very necessary, because when they study at home, the help from the parents is also very vital. You can see that by the way parents teaching the children how to respect the other, so that the tutor they also become more easily to connect with the children, the student, more than ever.
Hey, good job. No more questions from me.
Okay, so according to you, who will be responsible for students homeschooling? Is a student themselves or the parents?
I think it's both, and also is a responsibility of the teachers too, because when the parents and also the teacher they join hands to teach the children, the child, it will create a better atmosphere between the children, between each member in the family, and I think so. That is why I think that there is the connection between the children, the student, and of course the parents and the teachers.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Quỳnh.
Yeah, goodbye, teachers.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, very clearly.
Good to see you guys again.
Hey, you too. Would you like to choose a number?
Can I choose number 2?
All right, it's about love. Okay, you have 3 minutes. Let's start.
Emotion is one of the strongest power in the world, because with emotion you can boost your mood up and be everything. So when talk about love, we often think about positive aspect, like love give me the confidence, love give me the a chance to do everything. And talk about hate, we often see hate as something positive. Yeah, like I hate that guy, I don't want to be
Keep going.
love is Can you guys ask me some question? I'm a little bit nervous about this
All right.
option.
So you want to move on to the Q&A section, right?
Yeah, Q&A session.
Okay.
Okay, what do you think is the most powerful emotion?
In my opinion, the most powerful emotion is love, because yeah, like I said, love is bring me the good, positive mood to do everything.
Yeah, okay. And besides love and hate, what other emotions are powerful in your life?
I think is sad, because sad and loneliness for me is some emotion that push me up to be a better person that I am right now. So I think sad and loneliness is the two beside love is the most powerful emotion.
Hey, good. Any other questions?
Oh yeah. Have you yourself maybe ever felt or expressed hate?
Can you ask again? My speaker is not good enough to
Yeah.
hear.
Sorry. Have you ever felt or expressed hate?
No, I haven't.
Okay. What about love? Or maybe would you which one is more important to you in your life, you know, hate or love?
I think it's most important in my life is love. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think everyone should love more and hate less?
No. In my opinion, someone deserves to love more and someone deserves to hate more. Not everyone is the same.
Okay.
All right, one more question for you. So in what ways can you show your love to other people?
Because I'm a teenager, so in my ways, I can be showing love by trying my best and have play with small stuff like how short and doing something small to them is a way I show my love to them.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Tân.
Thank you.
Hey, goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, bro.
Hello, Thịnh.
Hello, can you hear me?
I haven't seen your camera 3. Anh cho vào chưa? Thịnh ơi, chưa thấy cam 3 xuất hiện ở trong phòng chờ nhé Thịnh nhá.
Thầy đang chuẩn bị.
Okay. Đăng chính không có. Nguyễn Đăng Chính thi rồi.
Có camera 3 chưa?
Trong cái điện thoại để lâu nó là như vậy. Này để lâu
Thịnh ơi, hỏi xem có phải là cái cam 3 là của Nguyễn Đăng Chính không? Nhưng mà chưa đổi tên đúng không? Đây rồi. Có rồi đấy ạ. Hoàng Mai Phúc Thịnh đây rồi đấy.
Đúng tên chưa?
Cô chưa nhìn thấy gì luôn, nó đang connect.
Ok, cam 3 bạn được rồi ạ. Cam số 3 được rồi thầy Thưởng ạ.
Đủ cam chưa?
Được rồi, thầy ra khỏi phòng. Mời số báo danh 059 tắt cái mic của cam 2, cam 3 đi nhá. Em chọn số bao nhiêu trên màn hình?
Chưa tắt mic.
Okay.
Thịnh ơi, can you turn off the mic on camera 2 and 3?
We are. There we go. I am really sorry for this inconvenience.
Okay, camera 2, it isn't turn off. Oh my God.
I don't think we need to unplug camera 2 because the speaker is unplugged.
All right. So choose the number on the screen.
I would choose number 27.
Okay, so you are going to talk about the topic number 15 is should students be allowed to judge teachers? Okay, I have 3 minutes for you.
Okay, so my topic is number 15, and from my perspective, I think students should definitely be allowed to judge teachers. First, let's start with why students should not be. The first reason I'd say is that because students, a lot of them are at a very young age. They are still in their puberty. They are still maturing slowly, and it is unsure whether they are mature enough to be able to judge teachers, and their compliments or their comments on their own teachers.
Thịnh ơi, can you hear me? Thịnh ơi, can you hear me? Thịnh ơi, Thịnh ơi. Ồ, vẫn đang nói. Không được ạ. Nhưng mà cùng trường ạ. Vâng, hay để em gọi cho. Vâng. Sorry, because he's out, so we move on to the next contestant. Okay.
Okay.
Không 64 chưa có rồi. Số 8 nhưng mà chưa đến giờ của bạn đấy ạ. Vâng, công ty mình cứ cho vào xong hỏi bạn ấy.
Excuse me, I want to make sure that everything is okay. So can you guys hear me clearly?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hello, Vinh.
Hello.
Okay, so choose the number on the screen.
I would choose number 5, please.
Okay. Topic 9 is about hard work, and you have 3 minutes. Let's start.
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Vinh Đoàn Văn Vinh. I am currently 16 years young from Lý Tự Trọng High School. And 3 words to describe about myself: passionate, super passionate, extremely passionate. Especially I'm really passionate about hard work. So that's why I'm eager to give my answer on the saying that hard work is the key to success. Well, I do believe that hard work is the key to success, as the saying is on the screen. For some reasons I will point out here, I would prove you that hard work is actually the key to success. So have you ever been be a hard work person and you achieve something? Well, it is really right. It's really true, right? So hard work is the key to success is really true. So for the first reason that hard work is the key to success is because when you hard work and when you have a dream or when you have an ambition, and sometimes it is so far away or so high up, you can feel overwhelmed. But when with your hard work, your efforts, and then you can achieve anything in your dream. And that is what hard work really works. For example, in a test or in the examination, if students have the chance to prepare or take notes in the class, I mean that if they are the B and then they in the midterm or in the examination, they would actually have a better results than other of the students. And it's really helped them not only happy, but it is the efforts that they have made is finally success. For the second reason, I believe that sometimes hard work is the key to success, but you guys need to have a smart work, because when you face with the problems that you can you just try to hard work, but you don't see it advantages or disadvantages, and then is not the right way, or I mean the intelligent way. So I believe that each and everyone should compare the advantages and disadvantages of it. So you would have a far vision to help you to choose the way that you would go for your goal. And this is the way that you hard work goes with smart work. So in conclusion, I believe that hard work is the key to success. But if you just hard work is not enough, you need to have the smart work. I mean that hard work goes with smart work would be the key to the success more often than just hard work. So I think that leads me to the end of my presentation, and I'm so grateful to share my opinion on this really meaningful contest. And I hope that, and what about your points of view? I'm eager to listen to. Thank you so much for listening.
All right, thank you, Vinh.
Hey, good job. How important do you think success is?
Well, success actually plays an important role in each and every one's life. For some people, success is, for me, success is really, really important because it's not only helped me to have a vision, but it's also helped me to have the goal. I mean that the goal to achieve for something. And when it comes to success, I always think of the hard work and smart work because it's really helped me in my life. And it's really important to each and every one of us.
Hey, good. And what does success look like to you?
To some people, success is when you have a good work and then you have more money. But to me, hard work, success is something that when you try your best and you believe in yourself, and no matter the results you get is good or bad, it is the time that you are the success in yourself is important than the success that you are recognized by people. So if that success is not enough, then you would have the lessons to learn more about it, and then it would be the time for you to try more to achieve your goal in the future.
Other questions?
Yeah. Do you think that there's people who are successful even though they don't work hard?
Could you rephrase the question, please?
Yeah. Do you think that some people who don't work hard can be successful?
So about this question, I would say no, because hard work is the work that is the time and the efforts that you have made to achieve your goal. So when you don't know how to try and your goal is not, you cannot set your goal and then you don't try it, like you have a dream, but you just dream it. It's not a real, and then it's not come true. And I believe that every success is must goes with the hard work and smart work, must goes with your efforts, and every efforts that you have made with probably will contribute to your success in life.
Okay, thank you.
All right, one more question for you. So what is your recipe for success besides hard work and smart work?
Well, it's a really interesting question. Besides hard work and smart work, I think that the recipe for success is the confidence in yourself, because sometimes that you know that it, like in this competition, if you just have the hard work or smart work or both, but you don't have the confidence in yourself and the belief in yourself, and then you can't not achieve, or you always feel shy, or you always feel that you cannot do it. But when you have the confidence in yourself, you have the belief in yourself and the belief that you can do it good, and then it really works like in this competition, and then it would goes well on this. Yeah.
All right, good job. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hey. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Còn bữa Lương Phong được. Okay, we have only 3 students left. but actually they are from the same school and we have some problems with connection. Sorry for that.
It's okay.
Phúc Thịnh rồi đấy ạ, 1, 2, 3 có rồi. 3 cam rồi đấy ạ. Hey, welcome back, Thiên.
Yes, sorry for the inconvenience. We had a technical error.
It's okay.
Okay, remember that this one is number 59. Và Mai Phúc Thị.
So I'm supposed to choose another topic?
Yeah, you have to choose again.
Well then, I'd go for topic number 42.
42, right? Okay, it's about volunteer work. Topic 8. All right, 3 minutes for you.
Okay. So let me start by telling a story about myself. Recently, I have participated in a volunteer work that consists of buying supplies and food, water, and give them for just pretty much any homeless people we could find. And I feel very refreshing. And I feel like I've learned a lot of new skills. I've gained something in my life. And that's the living proof. I am the living proof for the fact that students should definitely volunteer for community service. And to be more specific, let's go into the details. We have volunteering for community service gives us more skills. In the story I've told, I said I gained new skills. And those skills are managing money, because we need to have money to buy these supplies, and then we give it out for the homeless people. And I also obtained the skill of organization, because we can't just go in a huge group and then just go and give the supplies to the needy ones. We have to divide people in a lot of groups and then do our work. And also the communication skills. We need to gather together, talk about what we're going to do, how the plans will go, and everything just works perfectly. And I think I really, learned a lot of new things and nailed a lot of new things. And the thing about volunteering is that it's volunteer. It comes from your heart. And when I volunteer, I feel like I've done something for the society. So not only just volunteering, but also I want to do something good in my life. I decided that I will go for blood donation when I am old enough. And I think that's really great. People like me, there are a lot of people who have the same mindset, the same idea. They want to make the world a better place. They want to change the society. That starts from us. That starts from everyone. It also starts from you too. So I'd say, and students are the future of our world. And therefore we should teach them, and we should encourage them to volunteer for community service, to make the world a better place, they say. So in conclusion, I think volunteering for community service is absolutely crucial for students. Thank you for listening.
All right, thank you. Any questions for him?
Hey, good job. What age do you think students should start volunteering?
I think at least 12. I think older is, the older the better, basically. But when students are too young, they might not be able to control what they're doing. For example, organizing things and managing their own money is not something like an 8-year-old would be able to do. Or for example, like doing heavy lifting, picking up trash in the beach, that's also community service. And I think young students get tired really quickly. So yeah, I think at least 12.
Hey, good job. And in your experience, what are the negative effects of volunteering?
I mean, to be honest, the only demerits of voluntary work is just it takes a lot of time, because like if you don't join a voluntary organization and you organize everything yourselves, it takes at least, let's say, a day to get everything done, to get everything mapped out. And it's really hard to wrap your head around sometimes. So I think, yeah, that's the only drawback. I think everything else is perfect. I really do love volunteering.
Hey, good job. No more questions from me.
March, you want to raise some questions?
No, right now, no.
Okay. One more question for you. So do you think that doing volunteer work is a good way for you to decorate your resume?
I think it's one of the best, actually, because doing volunteer work and just basically making achievements, that's what I'm trying to do here, being in this contest, will be a very nice mark on my resume, and it will help me get into better colleges, better universities, or it will even help me go abroad and search for better opportunities. So I think it's a perfect way to brighten up my resume.
All right, thank you, Thịnh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Hey, good job. Goodbye.
Hello, Thương. Hello. Có 2 căn ạ. Cuối cùng 1 cam chị mình.
Tiếp theo xin mời số danh 060. Đề nghị bộ phận kỹ thuật viên bật cam số 2 lên, và cam số 3 thì đang đặt sai số danh đấy ạ. Đang đặt là 055 Tống Hiền Thương, là sai số danh. Và cam thứ 3 thì chưa thấy đâu. Đang thấy có một cái cam cũng của Lê Phong đang đặt là 012 năng chính. Nhờ bộ phận kỹ thuật viên kiểm tra lại. Số danh 064 thì nhờ bộ phận kỹ thuật bật cả cam 2, cam 3 kết nối vào phòng chờ nhé. 064 sẽ thi sau 060.
Thương ơi, Thương bảo cô mở cái cam số 3 lên nhá, và đổi tên nhá, đổi số báo danh, đổi tên. Bây giờ là vẫn để tên của bạn chính. Vâng ạ. Anh ơi, xem nếu mà bạn sau bạn đi hai can thôi. Thương ơi, cam số 2 Thương ạ. Thương, cam số 3 thì ok rồi, cam số 3 vẫn chưa độ tên. Cam số 2 mất rồi đúng không?
Cam số 3 là được rồi ạ. Nhờ cô kỹ thuật viên kết nối cam số 2 ạ. Cam số 3 của mình là được rồi cô ạ. Cô bật cái cam số 2 lên ạ.
Thương ơi, bảo cô là cam số 2 chưa được nhá, cam số 3 ok rồi.
Vâng ạ.
Bị out rồi ạ. Cam số 2 bị out rồi.
Cam số 2 đã có kết nối rồi, xin nhờ kỹ thuật viên bật cam lên ạ.
Ok. Hello Thương.
Hello.
Okay. So choose a number on the screen.
I'd like to choose number 45.
Okay, it's about hard work, topic 9, and you have 3 minutes. Let's start.
There's one thing that we couldn't go without if we want to be success in any areas. That is hard work. Hard work, success is not happen by chance. It is, we need to have a strategic action and the true direction to get it, and it doesn't happen overnight either. As we know that no athlete deserves a medal if he didn't invest many years to practice, and hard work is also a purpose that for us to try harder to be successful, and hard work have us overcome many bad habits, the laziness and the fear of failures, and I think that no one is ready to be successful, and the responsibility come together with it, and we need to hard work to be success in our life. Thank you.
All right.
Hey, good job. Do you think it is important to be successful?
I think yes, actually, because everyone when we just was born, our parents will teach us that you need to be successful in the future. You need to have much money, and you need to have people around the world, something like that, to be successful.
Very good. And what does success look like to you?
I think successful to me is what I can do to have the world, what I can do to have the society, to make the society better, and what I can do to have the needy people, especially children, which have a disability or who do not have a wonderful families with them.
Very good. No more questions for me.
Okay, Bob, do you have any questions?
Yeah. So with that definition of success in mind, do you think that there are successful people who are not hardworking?
I think no, because the people who are successful, if they're not hardworking, they need to pay another things like, the Stephen Hawking. See, he's a really smart person, but when he was young, he's not hard work, so he have a disease that's destroy his life, and after he has he's have no way to live. He's have had work hard and to provide everything he had to have the communities.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, one more question for you. So what does success mean to you?
Success to me, I need to, if I could be success in the future, I will have enough money to live peaceful and happily with my family. Then I will have ability to have the community become better, especially is a woman and children.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Good afternoon, every judges. It's nice to be the final contestant of today. My name is TRUNG. I'm a student at Luyện High School for the Gifted.
Hello, Chan.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Okay, so Chang, choose a number on the screen.
Well, let me see. I would like to choose number 1.
Okay. All right, it's about women. Okay, and you have 3 minutes to talk about it. Let's start.
There is a saying that in the future there won't be any women leaders, just only be leaders. And this saying really motivates me to think that gender doesn't matter whether a person is a good president or a good prime minister or not. And yes, because to me, every gender will have their own common features that really meet the criteria of being a good president or prime minister. Yes, first of all, I want to discuss about women. Women have such a great sense of sympathy and a sense of emotions, and they can be seen as the best tools to get the support from their citizens. Let's take an understandable example. Let me see. Well, we can see that Donald Trump and Boris Johnson, they didn't accept they didn't welcome immigrants. While Angela Merkel, the proud president of Germany, she accepts a great number of migrants. And yes, and that's why I think that it's a sympathy influence over her policies. And this way, she has been deserved to be voted as one of the most preferable president of the time. And also, I really agree with Mr. Barack Obama that when women lead the world, there would be less war on this planet. Because coming to the reality, yes, women are supposed to be milder and also to be more sensitive in their policies, especially because they want the own way move their policy towards peace and also reconciliation. However, all these qualifications cannot decide whether women always take a better place of a president or prime minister than men, because men also have a lot of what I call speciality to be good president or prime minister. First, I think that men do not show much emotion in their work. So sometimes it can be seen as an advantage because they can become more determined and also become more firm in their policies, especially the policies of military or national security. And also, men often show more the bias towards the sense of ambition, sense of competitiveness. So they would be ambitious enough to lead their country, to become lavish, to compete with other nations. So we can also see that after discussing, seeing that both gender will have their own good features, very great features to lead a country or lead a ministry very well. That's why I think that we shouldn't regard or base on the prejudice of gender to decide whether a person is a good president or not. And that's why I believe that everyone will realize this fact. And that's why we are always fighting in Leslie for gender.
Sorry, time's over.
And just on that, at the end of my presentation, and I'm now willing to answer every question of you.
Hey, good job. Do you think there will be a lot more female leaders in the future?
Well, to me, in my opinion, I think yes, of course, because looking into the reality, the world is going to, launch a lot of campaigns to eliminate the prejudices of gender inequality. Therefore, I think that women in the future will have more opportunities to take part in a lot of good position, in a lot of high status position in every aspect, so they can be more. They have more chances to hold the leader position in a lot of fields.
Hey, good job. Are there any female leaders that inspire you?
Well, yes, of course. There are two female leaders that really inspire me. The first one that I've mentioned in my speech, that Angela Merkel. She's my idol because she's not only a good president, but also she is a very inspiring scientist. And she always leads her country towards the sympathy, and every policy is very sensitive. Is very sensible. And also I really admire the president of New Zealand, because in the COVID-19, I know her that she have a very, she's very determined to let her citizens will move toward the regulations to, completely fight very hard with the COVID-19 virus.
Hey, good job. No more questions from me.
Okay.
Would you you said that you admired some female leaders in the world? Would you prefer if Vietnam was led by a woman, or would you welcome that?
Oh yes, of course. That because I'm really inspired by a lot of women leaders, and also I'm inspired by my women and my mother. And I think that yes, every woman in this world, and not only in Vietnam, desire the leader position. And also, if in the future Vietnam will have a women leader, it is so very inspiring, very great and marvelous. as long as she knows how to, you know, bring the happiness to the citizens, bring the wealth to my country, yes, it is very welcome. I would very welcome her. Absolutely.
All right, the last question for you. So it is often said that women are often affected by emotions and other external factors. How do you think about it?
Oh yes, I've admitted that in my speech already, because you know there's a lot of scientific research that prove this, and yes, I think although the like women will have a lot of factors relating to emotion that can be, because it can disturb their work, but sometimes they can still be the advantage of them because they can show a lot of sympathy, a lot of sense of sensitivity in every work. And I think every feature would have like two sides if you know how to limit the downsides and take advantage, make the use of like most of the advantage of the strength of emotions. I think she will. All the women can do. It's very good. Do it very well.
Good job. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Wish you a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.